show, where we talk and you listen. On today's episode, we have a very special guest who you might see patrolling our school hallways every once in a while, but let's let him introduce himself formally this time.
Hey guys, my name is Officer Stone, SRO here at Apex Friendship High School. It's great to be here.
All right, so what led you to becoming a police officer and then becoming an SRO?
I get that question a lot. I had a little more unique path than a lot of police officers. Most police officers probably will tell you they've wanted to be a police officer since they were a kid. They grew up, watching TV shows about cops and movies and things like that. It was never even a thought to me. I went through 4 years of college, undecided major. I actually majored in communications. Advisor there told me that was be a great major for someone who's not quite sure what they want to go into. So I actually got out of school, still not quite sure where I wanted to go. Actually was a personal trainer for a few years. That was kind of my fitness, was kind of my passion there for a bit. And after I'd been a college graduate for a couple of years, I started trying to really narrow down what I thought I would like. And I ultimately came to law enforcement because I really liked the idea of working with people. I felt like that was something that I would enjoy, and I liked the idea of that every day would be different. I knew I was old enough to know that it wasn't going to be like the movies. It wasn't going to be car chases every single day. But I liked the idea of going from one call where you might be, at a certain type of neighborhood, and you get to another one with somebody who's homeless, and I like the idea of that almost guaranteed variety, but still working with people.
All right, and at what point in your life did you want to change from actually being like police officer out in like the world, I guess, to working in a school setting?
Right. So every police department, you have to start on patrol, and every department's different. I've been on patrol for a few years and seen a lot, and I did notice, I had not really thought about this, but when we had a posting for school resource officers, I never considered it, but I got to thinking of every call that I go to that involved maybe teenagers or kids. I always felt like I was pretty good at connecting with kids pretty quickly on in the call, and felt like I had a decent way of building a pretty quick rapport. So I decided to explore it. A lot of police officers will stay on patrol for a little while, and some will stay on there for their whole career. Most of them will eventually go into a specialized unit. And I wasn't quite sure if this would be where I would stay, but once I got into it, I discovered it was definitely for me. And being an SRO was not for every police officer. Most officers are like, yeah, I don't think that's for me. I quickly discovered for me, it was the best kept secret in police, and really enjoy it. A lot goes on that people would have no idea. I'm just as busy here with my village of 3,000 as I ever was on patrol. A lot of people ask, what does an SRO do? They're not really positive. So the first priority is keeping everybody safe. Then obviously you're responding to anything that would be, law related or criminal related at the school. But more than anything, it's building relationships and kind of being that liaison between the police community and the school community. It is absolutely not what some myths will tell you, where they think we're in here to criminalize kids. Have you ever seen me criminalize a kid, Sophia? I don't think so. That is not at all what is it about. It's about making relationships and making sure we're building that bond with our town.
Mm-hmm. So would you say that's your favorite part about being an SRO at our school specifically?
Definitely. Yeah, it's all about relationships for sure. And just knowing, for one, I'm the front line of defense in case, something major happens, but more importantly, just, building those relationships. I would say another question we get a lot is, what's the most rewarding aspect of law enforcement? I think being an SRO in this position is pretty unique because you get opportunities. It's not uncommon at all to be at a gas station or something like that, getting gas in uniform or whatever, and somebody yell out, "Officer Stone," and it's somebody that I was their school officer maybe 10, 12 years ago, and they were in trouble a lot back then or whatever, and they would come up and tell me that however I handled them or how I treated them, either helped them out of a situation, or maybe a little bit of a tough love kind of got them back on the right track. And those moments are the most rewarding for sure, to to actually see, even though I might not remember it the same way they do, but the impact that, I seem to have with some people that still remember it. So that's probably the most rewarding part of being an SRO.
No, I love that. And we all know, we talked a lot about being an SRO, we talked a lot about communications, even fitness trainer at some point, but there's another hat that you wear that a lot of people might not know about you, is that he's actually a member of a band. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. We are a band called Hired Guns. We will be playing at different avenues and venues near you. But yeah, I've played guitar since I was about 12 years old. I was an 80s metalhead and then kind of got into 90s stuff too. So probably put guitar down for about 20 years. And when YouTube came back around, I relearned everything that I used to know. And myself and some other dads of some of my son's friends who happened to, one of them played drums, one of them was a guidance counselor at Apex High. He's the singer. Now he's, one of the heads of Wake County Schools. And so yeah, we formed a little dad band called the Hired Guns. And we rock out about once a month at a different brewery or restaurant or wherever it might be. And it's loads of fun. It's the closest fun to being like a little kid that I can have right now. So it's a lot of fun playing just like classics like AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, the standards.
Yeah, what's your favorite song to play?
Panama by Van Halen.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, close second probably.
Oh yeah, because that always fun because
everybody knows that one.
Yeah. And right here, we're gonna have a little text up here. Go and follow Hired Guns right now, and be on the lookout for where they're gonna play next, because it is an amazing show. I can guarantee that.
Hired Guns NC21 on Instagram.
Follow it right now.
What is your favorite song that we play, Sophia?
Oh, I'm Nirvana. Anything by Nirvana. Smell the Teen Spirit 100%. Well, that's probably my favorite because it's always a classic, and no matter what, everyone knows that one.
That's right.
So everyone's always singing along to it. But I love anything by Nirvana pretty much. All right, well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Enjoyed being on the Sophia Show.
All right, what is your name?
My name is Ellen Poppe.
What do you teach?
I am the library media specialist, or the media specialist, or the librarian, or the library media coordinator. The county still isn't quite sure what to call me.
So just library in general.
I go by librarian. I love the basic term librarian. Yes.
All right, and what is your favorite thing about being a part of the #PatFam?
My favorite thing, I probably have a couple. The first thing, still being relatively new, I love how accepting everybody is. The staff, the students, everyone's been very accepting. I love being part of a team for the first time. All the places I've been a librarian, I've been by myself. I've had no other librarian and no assistant, so I'm actually part of a team here, so this is wonderful. I'm also going to have to put a plug that I love working with my high school sweetheart. So we get to end this is our 30th year, so we're going to close out our educational career together.
Oh,
so.
I love that.
Yeah.
And finally, what is one thing that people don't know about you?
Maybe that I've written 2 children's books.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, look, I have them.
They're right there. What is it about? What are they about?
My Basset Hound.
Aww.
I love Basset Hounds. I have a Basset Hound. So yeah, this was Tank. Now Tank since has passed away, but I have another Basset named Moose. But Tank escaped. I've taught elementary school for 20 years. And then I became a librarian, and then librarian for a little while in elementary. Then I taught middle school for a little while, then the middle school librarian, and now of course I'm here at the high school. But I've always wanted to write, but I never knew what to write about. And they always say write about something you love. So I didn't know how much I loved my Basset until he got lost one Thanksgiving. And he was gone for 5 days. And it broke my heart. And Basset Hounds, they're low riders, no defense mechanisms. I'm thinking, oh my God, how is he surviving? The pound finally found him, called me, we went to go pick him up, and poor thing was all scraped up, his low belly. So as I'm doctoring him up, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Tank, where have you been? What have you experienced? And the ideas started rolling. So the books came from Tank, my Basset Hound.
Oh, I love that.
So,
inspiration comes from anywhere.
Yeah,
anywhere.
It sure does.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone, welcome to the first ever The Sophia Show Lunchtime Lyrics Battle of Champions. Now I have two people here who have been on the show before, but if you don't remember them, let's have them reintroduce themselves right now.
I'm Sarah Morris. I'm Charlotte Collins.
Alright, so how this is going to work, I'm going to go to each one of them one at a time and play a song for them. And I'm going to stop playing it at some point and they have to continue those lyrics. We are going to have 3 rounds and whoever knows the most lyrics wins. Let's see.
Standing by here waiting at your back door all this time. How could you not know, baby? You belong with me. You belong with me.
Yeah!
Cause I'm the best, baby, I never gonna.
Wait, whispering. Oh, you gotta keep going, keep going.
1, 2, 3, you gotta run after me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna.
Yeah! Ignore that we switched from a phone to a computer. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. It's some whipped cream. That's all I know. I don't know this song.
Oh, alright, Charlotte has the chance. Charlotte has the chance to steal. Alright, Charlotte. What? Do you want me to go back a little bit?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Just another player in this game for 2.
Ooh!
No. Tough guy, like it really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy. Just always some up guy. I'm a bad. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel.
Whoa!
I got it! That's not fair! I got it!
Alright, everyone, and the final scores are insert drum roll in Premiere Pro right here. Sarah Morris with 2 points and Charlotte Collins with 4 points. Charlotte, the winner! Alright, everyone, that has been the Sophia Show episode for this week. Thank you very much. Good night.